What's up guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Another day, another render. Fighter 31, the 25th man of the day one early access. A fighter to enter a division. We only had two fighters. We had Fly, Bantam, Feather and Cruiser were all only two fighter divisions. But we've had another fighter added to the Cruiserweight division, and not just an easy fight for the other two, Usyk and Roy Jones. Not just an easy fight. They put on Twitter about 20 minutes ago. I'm a bit behind. Put on Twitter about 20 minutes ago. The longest reigning Cruiserweight champion of all time, Johnny Nelson, will be available as a fighter and commentator on day one of early access in Undisputed. So we will hear him and Todd Grisham on the commentary booth, as well as fighting. I assume with like how DC is in UFC 4 that he will commentate himself, maybe have a little bit of a break in the fourth wall, kind of like, oh, I love throwing that shot kind of thing. Maybe they'll kind of just lean into it a bit, which I respect. That's what happens with UFC 4. It makes sense, that's just the way it be. But two images. Sadly though, guys, you guys know the one thing I'm always sad about with these renders, no shorts this time, unfortunately. But anyways, here's the first image on screen now for you guys. Great complexion. I mean, his hair and stuff like that isn't exactly a tough one to crack. It's just grade 1 all over, I assume. Great. I suppose the hair is solid, though. I like the 5 o'clock shadow. Complexion looks good. The level of sweat, the lighting, all look great. If I put up this image of real Johnny Nelson right now, you guys can see that there's a pretty fair, good scan. Pretty spot on in my opinion, to be honest, in comparison to the Johnny Nelson they want. They don't want old Johnny Nelson, but they also don't want that super young Johnny Nelson. But not much to say about this one. We see the plain black gloves, we see the pro tape, we see the complexion, we even see the scar on his lead arm there in the image. But if we go across to the second one, again, no shorts, unfortunately, but we get to see the six-pack a little bit. We get to see a bit more of the muscle definition. He looks in great shape. The plain black gloves, to be honest, I kind of like the plain black gloves. They kind of go with everything. That's kind of the rule with colours that, when you're designing things, it's like black can go with everything. And they look great, they look, I don't know, just something about them. I just like them. I just like the plain black. Same as I like the plain white. I'm just a fan of the plain black and plain white gloves, to be honest. So I like him. The muscle definition looks great on him. Great scan. A bit of emotion. I think they've definitely got the key features of a face scan correct. The eyes, the nose, and the lips. Those are always the key features in these scans. And I think he looks great. And like I said, guys, he's in the Cruiserweight division. And obviously, his career is stuff of legends, going 0-3 in his first 3 fights to then going finishing his career 45-12 and the longest reigning Cruiserweight champion of all time. 29 knockouts, victory by knockout, and only 1 KO loss, which was a TKO in like his 27th ever fight. As a Cruiserweight, he's 6'2.5", so I think he might be maybe the shortest out of him, Usyk and Roy Jones, unless Roy Jones is like 6'1", 6'2". I'm not quite familiar how tall Roy Jones is. 81-inch reach. So right now in the Cruiserweight division, I'm pretty sure I know off by heart, we have Alexander Usyk, Roy Jones Jr. and Johnny Nelson for day one. And to be honest, Roy Jones is a freak and so is Usyk, but I don't see Johnny Nelson being completely outmatched and being battered on day one. I think, you're going to be able to use his tools, his range. You might be able just to cover up and take those shots, catch and shoot with Johnny Nelson. With Roy Jones, you're going to be those showboaty, powerful shots. With Usyk, it's going to be a lot of movement. Johnny Nelson might be that one, hands up, a bit more, stable with his shots, not having to worry about that crazy movement as you would with Usyk and Jones. So it's 3 good fighters for the Cruiserweight division, to be honest. I like it a lot. Hopefully we get Lawrence Okoli, or Akali, however you pronounce his last name, and then I'd be happy with those 4 for the Cruiserweight division. But I like it, man. I like it a lot. I think it's a great scan. I think it looks good. And I think more importantly, as much as these scans look great, for me, believe it or not, the most important thing is, are they good for the game? Are they good for that day one early access? And I definitely say so far, these have been some great fights for day one. Yes, they might not be the biggest names. They might not all be pound for pound kings. But Johnny Nelson is a great fighter. 12 losses, 11 of those decision. He's going to have that chin on him. He's going to be able to take a good shot. He's going to be able to fight at range, fight on the inside. as a solid fighter, and I think that's someone that people may not know, and I think that people will learn, you know. And then to see him as a commentator as well is also brilliant. You know, we're not just going to have Todd Grisham talking. Hopefully, Todd Grisham and Johnny Nelson bouncing that commentary off one another, making it, you know, flow. You don't want commentary where it's like, he lands a jab and a hook. You want it to be, that was a nice shot, Todd. Yeah, you know, this is a tool that Johnny Nelson used as well, kind of thing. If you know, you guys get what I mean. But I like it. Fan of the scan. Just wish we'd see shorts. That's all I'm asking. Just even if it's the waistband on some of these guys, I just wish we would see shorts. But that's just me, you know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. Thank you as always for the support. It's been absolutely crazy lately. And yeah, drop a like, subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.